Number 2, bench press episode. Woohoo! Fanboy, Tay Tay, Maddie, maybe Immy at some point. No, M.A. 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 Jane.
Imagine.
Kind of sounds like a Forrest Gump reference.
No one gets her name.
Run, M.A. run. It could work.
My mum calls her Imogen.
My mum calls her Imogen.
Imogen with a D.
T.
T.
Like immigrant and Imogen.
Imogen. Oh, wow.
Imogen.
Hey, we all do that with some words, I'm sure. I can't think of any right now, but I'm sure we do. Anyway, we got lots to talk about considering it's week 2. We have the girls rugby, first trial games. We have age champions and athletic house champions. We have the next inter-house event, State of Origin, the Olympics, and athletics districts coming up next week. There you go, that's the end of the show. Done. Easy. Let's start with our girls' trial games. We had 2 age groups of girls rugby, I believe, and Tay is playing in one of those. Mm-hmm. So the first trial games were Wednesday afternoon, week 2, and I'll pass over to Tay to give us an update.
Yay. So we had the first 2 trial games of the season. Well, the only trial games of the season. We have a fresh new under-14s team. A lot of new grade 7s coming to join and try their best. I don't think they won any of their games, unfortunately, but they got there in the end with working together and learning the game, which is the most important part.
Can I just jump in? You played 2 trial games each, did you?
Yes.
On the Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Did it not make sense?
No, I thought it was just 2 games overall, but wow, you played 2 each in the one afternoon.
Yep.
So rugby 10s?
Yes.
So 20-minute games or 10-minute games?
Yeah, 20-minute games. 10-minute halves.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Like 20-minute
Thorough.
games. You lost me off track. The under 16s, we did win both of our games, which is really good considering we haven't trained at all together, which is...
It's just natural talent is what you're saying?
Yeah, we're just great like that. No, kidding. But, because most of the girls, they play... Oh, we've got an Imogen!
Hey!
Woo!
I went down to the table.
So we were saying the girls have played rugby before and most of them have played together as well?
Yeah. So we've all played last year. We don't have any new players except Bella and Savannah moved up from under 14s to under 16s this year. We might have another player coming in, Riley. It's her first time, I think, which is really exciting because we need more subs. But overall, both teams played very well. Very excited to see how the season goes this year. New coach, got Morrison coaching.
What are the expectations, do you think, for the 16s this year?
Oh, maybe to win the grand final.
That'd be awesome. How many grand finals have you made so far, moving up?
All?
Yeah. Not last year.
No.
I don't think last year, but
No.
every year before
They
that.
were all grand finals. They were all grand finals.
Last year was semis.
No, that was grand finals. We had the semis
Okay.
at Jack Stokes.
No, because I was waiting up in the commentary box to see if you were going to be playing the second game.
Yeah.
And then you guys came out and said, no, that was it.
Yeah,
Semis and grand finals on that night, and then we did the semis and then lost.
What we're trying to say is our girls' teams have been ultimately successful since the program's come in with grand finals
Yeah.
or prelim finals.
Yeah,
Yes,
and we
so-
went undefeated the whole season, won all our games, and lost in semi-finals.
Seems to be a pattern. Happened the same 2 years when I was coaching as well. So hopefully we can finally get over the hump and beat probably Sienna or
Yeah.
Johns if they make it to the final. So,
Yeah.
long way off, but high expectations. Good to see. Good to hear. Let's move back to the end of term 2, where we had the athletics carnival. We talked about it last week. We didn't have the results, and we have all the age champions, and then also the house champions. So, going through from 12 years through to 18-19, we had Macy and Nixon, Adelaide, Chase, Charlotte, Cooper, Bella, Bryson, Serena, Ollie, Maddie, Jackson, Romy and Riley as all of our age champions, covering all 4 houses at least once. I'm just having a look at the list. Yes, all 4 houses represented there of the original houses, and the GTTC Trade Termites having a very strong showing in the 16 and 17 male age groups, but not quite getting there with regards to an age champion. And then announced this week was the overall house results. That the email hasn't quite come through yet, so we might jump to districts updates. Yes, for next week. Yeah, we do have the list, and it was Columbia taking out 5th place with 800 and something points. Termites in 4th place with 800 and something points.
It's so embarrassing.
And the points get a bit blurry from here, but Caledonia 3rd, Glenmire 2nd, and Phoenix with 1,700 and something points.
That's rigged. Phoenix
It must have been.
all the sport
Yeah,
people.
it's like
I was going to say, I was a little concerned this year because most of our athletics kids have left, but a lot of the juniors stepped up, which was nice to see. And the tug of war helped. We haven't won tug of war before, so that one counted in. Ball games and cross country still have asterisks next to them because neither of them were full events or comps this year. So still, hopefully, as the year goes on and we find a bit more space, we might be able to finalise and finish that off at some point. Because we don't want to have it. We don't want to not have a winner of that, obviously. So, congrats to all houses, and we talked last week that it was quite a fun day and a bit of a change up to the previous types of, or the previous schedule of events, which was cool.
districts as well.
Yes, that's next Thursday, Friday, week 3.
24th and 25th, or 25th and 26th.
Yes, the dates of next Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
which is our athletics districts. My first few years here, James Nash used to win that every year, so I'd like to get back to the school winning that again this year.
I thought it was just like individual.
No, it's just like an athletics event, athletics carnival. It's just school versus school. But yes, if they do well in that, they will then progress on the regionals at an individual level as well. So good luck, kiddaroos. With regards to school sport, we had
It still looks like onion.
we had volleyball matches as well, trial games yesterday, early this week, with our senior volleyball teams, and they did really well. Their new uniforms came in today, which is the first look we've got of the new school sport uniforms, and most, if not all, sports will have them coming through at some stage. So looking forward to their first major tournament coming up as well. Interhouse. Who's our Colombian representative?
Skipping.
No, we'll come back to the non-school stuff after.
Columbia is hosting their inter-house sports competition next week, which 3 and 4, and it's going to be end zone.
Yes.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. Sign-ups are
In the MPS.
in the MPS,
Junior and senior teams like split.
mixed teams.
Yeah, mixed.
I don't think we've had end zone yet in the interhouse comp. This will be
I'm really
cool.
excited.
Same.
Yes.
I'm gonna play.
Yeah, a lot of kids, even if they're not in PE, in higher age groups, have all had a go at end zone, and it's a sport we use a lot in junior to get them movement skills and mechanics and stuff improved before we go into things like netball and basketball, European handball. So yeah, I'm quite excited. 6-a-side seems small, so we might be playing across on smaller courts by the sound of that.
With heaps of people, it's just like,
Insane.
yeah.
Yes.
Because you don't know, like...
We
it's just-
don't know what's going on. It's
Yeah.
hard to officiate.
Run into people.
I wonder if they're going to play small courts for maybe the round robin and then switch it to the bigger court for finals, maybe. I don't know.
I think that would be smart.
Could do. I really like this glove. Isn't it cute? It's tiny. We found it in the storeroom. Yeah. That's what that noise is. Yeah, I don't know. It's like,
Small.
it's tiny. I don't know what you'd even catch with that. A fish, maybe. Anywho, what are we talking about? State of origin.
Yes.
How did that go for you?
Up the
For me, honestly, wasn't the result I wanted. No. But
great game.
great game and a good result for you 3.
Yep. Yes.
So New South Wales win back the Shield for the first time in 3 years and denied Billy Slater some history. But in saying that, honestly, I think he brought it upon himself with his team selections. But yeah, no, that was probably the best half of Origin footy I can remember watching in however long.
Wharton isn't talking to me currently.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
Why is that? Was there a
Yeah.
side bet or something on? Like, if New South Wales wins, Wharton doesn't talk, we all win?
Wednesday afternoon we were talking about Origin and he showed me a picture of his kid with like a Maroons jersey on.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, that's cute, but wrong jersey.
Yeah.
And then he just didn't talk to me.
Oh,
And
that's fair.
I said
You
hi
did
to
insult him.
yesterday, and he just completely ignored me. So he's having a bit of a sook.
Do you both win in that situation, or just you?
Just me.
Yeah, okay. I had 4 different mates, one of them being my brother at the game, and saying the intensity and the atmosphere there was crazy, like crazy good. And for a game that had no tries till like the 60th minute, it was just a bash-a-thon.
Yeah.
Did you
And it wasn't
see?
even tries, it was just
Penalty goals.
Yeah.
Lowest scoring Origin match in history was actually a Queensland 2-0 win in like 80 something.
Crazy.
Did you see in the stands all those people that look
Oh,
the
the
exact
caps.
same?
Yeah, the Wally Lewis crew. Yeah, I love that. Queensland's finally gotten on board with something like that.
I only noticed one of them, but I
And
didn't
then-
realise the rest
No.
around them
Yeah.
until someone
And
sent
then
it in
the
the
one
group
just
chat.
How does that happen?
I was like, whoa.
So that's a response to Batchy's Blues, that a guy called Batchy, 10 years ago now, started a group of New South Wales supporters where they all wear the big blue wigs down at the Sydney one. And then I think it's the first time we've seen a Queensland group that big. And you can actually sign up to be part of groups like that through, I don't know, just type it into Google, because they do it at the cricket every year as well. So that was awesome to see. There was like mini biffs, actual biffs, people get in front of each other, bloody faces, cut lips.
And Daily Cherry Evans.
Oh, I hate
And that was,
Hate
oh,
that
God.
was
you can't hate Cherry. He's just
I
like,
Yes, you can.
I
you
hate
can't.
His nose is like the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's why I
on
call him
his face.
Rudolph.
then
And
his
it's always
neck-
red.
His
His eyes
neck's
are tiny.
Yes. And he's a very nice man.
disproportionate.
Disproportionate.
Yes.
That's why he runs with his head forward.
Yeah.
Yes. He's I think out of the entire match, their little spat was the smallest part of the whole match, and that's the part that the media jumped on and made it bigger than what it was. But
You see him almost every game. He picks a fight and then goes and runs behind his
oh no,
huge
Cherry
forwards.
does not do
He
that.
does
That's a
like-
Greg Bird thing.
I think Dylan
See, I can't even
Edwards
remember the last time he's been in a
was
spat.
great during the game.
Yeah, I reckon. Was it Maguire?
Yes, the coach.
Yeah, putting Dylan Edwards in instead of Teddy was a good move.
Great move.
Yeah, he played well. I'd say if Teddy was there, they'd get the same outcome, but Edwards coming in played exceptionally well, which is hard for me to say. But
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see him grabbing his head all the time?
yeah, he does that.
No, it was like other players grabbing Edward's head.
From Blue.
I'd have to go back and watch.
Drones.
Oh.
Because a lot of that happens when they're on the... There was a lot of hands in the face and elbows in the neck, and it was good to see. That sounds bad. Don't do that if you're a kid playing sport. But it was good to see, and I don't know if the rest even saw it or let it go. But, yeah, there's a lot of niggle the whole way through the match, which was good to see let go, which was really disappointing when the Cherry Luai thing happened and Simmons came out of that, when out of everything, it was such a...
It was someone on
A
the
little...
bench that got.
Yeah, it was such a little
Hey,
thing.
What was with that?
So the actual rule there is that's a send-off. Like in the official rules of the NRL, if you join a fight or a disagreement off the bench, it's an immediate send-off. So the fact he only got sin-binned shows that
They let it go.
it doesn't happen often, and I'm thinking they missed the rules there. And again, the online argument about that just blew it out of proportion. Like, who cares? It wasn't going to make a difference to the outcome. He was, like I said, he wasn't even on the field at the time. But that was weird. And then Olakatu from Manly, who was in a suit, he wasn't even in
Yeah.
jersey. He got suspended for 3 games,
That was crazy.
which affects me now. But he wasn't even allowed on the field when they got the shield and everything. He had to watch it from the thing
Well,
because
why
he
would
came in.
even join?
Well, he's 19th man, so he didn't have to... Well, he was part of the squad, so he was still there on the bench with everyone.
In a
And-
suit.
yeah.
though, so
Well, it's your teammate being involved in it. It's just like one in,
Did
all
you
in
see,
kind of
like,
thing.
that? It was like, I think like 5 minute span of just huge hits.
Yes.
Like just continuously.
Oh, 5 minute span?
Yeah.
40-minute span.
No,
The-
like
But I
one
know what
part of
you
it,
mean.
and then the commentators were just like
Yeah.
going off. That was
They,
crazy.
oh man, what I would pay for Australia to have some decent commentators in any sport would be brutal. Well,
AFL.
sorry, that's unfair.
BT. He's the best commentator.
Who's BT?
Brian. I can't.
I'm going to say Thompson.
No. Brian Taylor.
Taylor. There we go. Cool.
He's the
There you go.
best.
One there. Go team.
Woo.
But, God, yeah, listen to Channel 9 comments. Anywho, yeah, epic game, epic results.
Splendid.
Yeah.
It seems like it's kind of weird. Usually at the end of a Origin series online, it's just like mass arguments back and forth here and there. But because the game was so good, I think whoever lost, and this time being the Maroons, it's kind of like, it's a bummer that we lost. But you can't say
It wasn't
the effort
there.
wasn't there, or it was just the execution, and I think that came down honestly to Slater's selections of who he put in his team.
Yeah.
And good on whatever Maguire's done behind the scenes. I think New South Wales, after 44 years, finally understands Origin. Which taken them a while, but they're there. Thank you. There's the
That was my opinion.
I was going to say the iconic burp. Yeah, it has to be there at least one episode. And then from one major event to the
Next.
yes, I will say also that State of Origin match was the highest TV rating since 2016, and the highest Game 3 viewership since 2013, and the highest stream highest stream program of all time on 9 streaming platforms.
I want a bag
it
of
was
lollies off
massive.
it because everyone was backing Maroons, but I was backing Blues.
And you got lollies out of it?
Yeah.
Gosh. So you came out better than anyone then.
I know.
A win and a sugar high.
No, I haven't cracked them just yet. Trophy. It's a trophy.
Bring him in here, put him up on the shelf.
Yeah.
Next to our cricket and cheerleading trophies.
I think I might.
We just look at it.
Licorice all sorts.
Oh!
That's why I haven't cracked them.
You could have just stopped at licorice and it's all good. Whatever that all sorts part is, it just wrecks them.
Yeah.
God!
I like red licorice.
No.
Black licorice is just.
Black licorice all the way. Salty and sweet.
I like
It shouldn't be a lolly. It's,
I like the red licorice with like
The
the stuff
twist?
inside.
Nah,
Yeah.
you wrecked it. When it's something that good, just leave it. Nah.
bullets, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But
I
not.
was thinking of I was thinking of clinkers. They're the chocolate with the.
Too
Yuck.
hard.
Before we get to the Olympics, by the way, awesome stat coming out of the States a couple of days ago was the women's sport merchandise industry at the moment is worth $2.2 billion for female athletes and jersey sales and all that sort of stuff, which is the highest it's ever been. And especially driven by Caitlin Clark, basketballer coming out of college into the WNBA. When she got drafted, her jersey sold out within 10 minutes online through all of the online stores. And that with the Women's Ice Hockey League, with the Olympics coming up and everything. Yeah, the supply is much higher than the demand at the moment. So if you're into jerseys and making merch, there's a huge market in the US at the moment for women's sport. $2.2 billion. Crazy money. Awesome money though. And then the Olympics, 7 days away.
In
Paris.
are
Are
the
they
swimmers
in that?
swimming in the
I don't believe it.
the river?
Sign? River sign?
Yeah.
Seen?
Swimming in
I've seen it. I've seen it. Yes, no, there was big conjecture about that. Sen. I've seen it? Sen, yes. Sen Sport. Talk show. Don't listen to them.
Weren't people gonna stop them from swimming in there?
Yes, they were looking at defecating in the water. Timestamp. I just did that so I know where to edit. It's a lot easier to find on the video. Yes, so the cost of cleaning up the river, people believe was too excessive and a waste of money.
Can't I just clean it for free?
Can't they just
No.
swim in a pool?
No.
Literally.
This is it's literally the
Marathon?
marathon swim, which is massive. But I thought it was hilarious that they're worrying about the cost of cleaning the river when it benefits literally everybody because you'll end up with a cleaner river. So
Is it actually clean though?
it's as clean as it needs to be. There are ratings and testings that they do. They had to do the same before the Beijing Olympics. Yes. But as it stands at the moment, they will be swimming.
But if they get sick, do you reckon they'll sue?
Could do.
I
But
see it unpacked.
I
don't, but I do.
depends if you're a medal chance, I reckon. If you're just like one of the people at the back and you're just stoked to beat the Olympics, who cares if you get sick? Just I'm here. Sweet. It's
Yeah, wouldn't it be so gross?
probably
Oh, that's horrible.
could be. Yeah.
Do this.
It's like swimming in the Brisbane River.
Yeah, no.
But worse.
I wouldn't do that.
Sharks? I hope not. No.
Have you watched that movie on Netflix that is
Simone Biles, Rising? No? The
No.
Sprint documentary? No?
the one about the sharks underground
no.
Paris?
I see.
Underneath Paris?
Yeah, in like all the
Cool.
things.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then that came out like just before they said that the swimmers were going to be swimming.
Oh, they'll be fine. They do a lot of training in the ocean anyway. They're used to it.
And it was
What?
like, it had like sensors because it like mutated and it could breathe like, I don't know. It was a good movie. It's quite,
Oh, it's an actual movie?
Yeah.
Not a documentary?
no movie.
But it's.
Oh, so it's made up?
Yeah, made up.
Oh, okay.
But like it could be.
It's like, geez.
You never.
Bionic French sharks. Watch out. we.
Realistically, they wouldn't know if there's a shark in there because they're not swimming in
Exactly.
there, so no one's been
Yeah.
attacked. So how are they going to know?
I would love to have like a camera submerged under there when you can see like everything.
Yeah.
But it's,
They will. They do usually for the marathon
isn't the
swim.
river
Well, you ain't going to see
Brown.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mucky.
You're not going to see much. But
wide?
I didn't know we'd go down this sort of. Anyway, yeah, watch the
love
marathon
sharks.
swimming. It's going to be crazy. Sharks and murky water and poop.
On it.
And then there'll be athletes in there as well.
And what if they're like swimming and then they kind of like, you know how you turn and like kind of suck in a little bit of water and then like you taste that? And then you
I'd
taste
say
that
they're
shit.
going to hopefully have shots and. I'd say they're going to have like tetanus shots and vaccines and they'll be fine. Stop worrying about them. They've trained for it.
It would taste
And
like
They haven't trained for that water, they've trained for swimming.
Have they trained for the French accent? Ooh.
We.
There's going to be a lot of that. Well, just think, if you're doing marathon swimming, you're swimming behind people
I've
doing
been to
that. So,
Paris.
yes, have I. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like their croissants.
Croissants?
Croissant?
With an R? Croissant? Can I have a croissant?
Croissant.
Ugh, these Australians.
Baguette.
Big.
Biggie in the croissant. We are going. It's 7 days away, damn it, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm really looking forward to the athletics group that Australia's sending because one of our girls, Jessica Hull, just broke the 2-kilometre world record last week. Even though it's not an Olympic distance, she's running the 1500. When they do the athletic meets through the year, there's a few other events that they include in there. And so she's a medal chance in the 1500 metres. And we've got a couple in the 110 metre hurdles as well. A croissant.
It's spelled
Let's play noughts and grosses.
C-R.
Yeah,
Croissant. Croissant.
croissant.
Croissant.
Let's play noughts and croisses.
That's how the French people say it. They go croissant.
Hello? Croissant? Bye-bye?
Croissant.
So, this is the end of this episode.
How do you supposed
How
to
are
say
you
it?
saying?
How do you say bye in French?
Ciao.
Is that Italian?
Au revoir.
Au revoir! Au revoir?
How do you say croissant?
Au revoir! See you next time.